This is take 2 of the review because after editing it I realized that the first version was way too nice. This crappy guitar just doesn't deserve it. Fender Marketing has a reputation for controlling narrative, and I've seen that firsthand. I run one of the largest guitar channels in my country and I had the displeasure of working with them. If you wanna cooperate, they will literally tell you what to say and what not. Well, not with me. I'm calling it like I see it. To make a full context, I should say that I've had a few Fender players in the past and they were usually pretty disappointing. The ones I've tried had tons of issues. Bad geometry, problems with intonation, fret buzzing, sharp edges and cheap hardware. But you know, everything changes, so I was willing to give the new ones a shot because they were supposed to be better.
And guess what?
Well, they actually improved the one thing. The slightly sharp edges are now
Really sharp.
I suppose that the third generation of those guitars will provide
Guitar-looking katanas
that will slice your hands easily. In all seriousness, with current quality of $800 guitars, I shudder to think what they will come up with next, especially being made in Asia. You need to grab your popcorn for this one because I'm about to show you just how bad a brand new guitar can be, even with those fancy quality check stickers. So let's start with the good things because it won't take long. If you want to support my honest independent reviews, you can do so by buying through my affiliate links. You can also be my Patreon or YouTube member. That's how I found my future purchases. There are 3 things that I really like about the Fender Player Strat 2, and the first one is its finish. I really like the lacquer, I really like slightly aged, slightly creamed pickguard, creamy pickups, knobs, attention to the details. Secondly, the neck profile is incredibly comfortable. I really like the modern C-shape. I've tested a lot of Fender Strats and I think that's my favorite one. Last but not least, the sound of the guitar is really nice. It's definitely not a dead piece of wood. It resonates great and the electronics, I mean pickups and wiring, are really neat. The biggest issue is that this guitar is basically unplayable. The nut is cut so poorly that the strings get stuck in it and the tuning stability is terrible. It's like
$800 nightmare.
Same with this part, it's called string tree. How can I say that? If you wiggle the bridge, you can hear strings popping and sticking. In my opinion, that kind of problem is insane in that price range. Let me be specific. It's not like that you can play anything and only tremolo is a problem, but literally no matter what you play, it can be chords or maybe single notes, maybe some bending, sliding. The guitar stays in tune for like, I don't know,
15 or 20 seconds.
It's been a real pain testing it and I spent more time on tuning than on recording, and you still can hear that it's a little bit off. And the fretwork?
Oh boy.
That's the whole other level of bad. I've played hundreds of guitars and I've barely seen something like this. The frets are poorly installed with glue spilling out everywhere. The fretboard is scratched up from filing in some places and the crown is mediocre. It looks like they didn't even bother polishing them. So what's the point of the rant? Because I cannot stand this quality when cheaper brands like Sire, FGN, Fujigen, Harley Benton makes that in standard. Did you know that Fender Player Strat 2 can cut your hand? This is piece of cardboard and this is bolt-on joint. Cardboard, bolt-on joint. 4 times cheaper guitar, same test. Before and after. That's spitting in customers' faces. Fender Player's bridge is also a man-eater, not by poor design, but it's using poor materials. Can you see that? I do that lightly, alright? You can hurt yourself. Cheaper bridge with same design, that's the cardboard, and then I go You see the difference? Look, I know I could take it to a luthier and get it fixed, but why should I have to? Can someone tell me what's the point of this joke? It's clear that Fender has forgotten what made them great. I used to love the brand, but after seeing what they've done, I'm now officially a hater. My philosophy is, if you are going to criticize something, you should offer alternatives. For around $500 you can get great value for money, for example FGN from Japan, Boundary series, or Sire Larry Carlton S7. They offer very nice quality and playability, and if you're into 100% Strat sound, you can also buy new pickups from Fender, which are not that expensive. In total, for a price of bad Fender player, you'll get very fine instrument. Another good idea for 800 is buying PRS SE Silver Sky, which is really great for the money. If you are low on a budget, you can also check the Harley Benton ST62 that I showed you. It's not a great guitar, but perfect modding platform. I hope this review saves someone from getting scammed by a big logo and online paid reviews. If you want me to buy an Indonesian Fender Stratocaster, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If we hit 500 likes, I'll do a video on it. Grab your guitar and until next time!